Hello everybody. Welcome back to TJ Warren TV. Welcome back to another match reaction. Arsenal have lost at home to Manchester United 3-2. I don't have the words, to be honest with you. We're just gonna use this as a venting session, honestly, because I just like I decided I was like I need to go live now. I'm gonna go live a little early because I just need to get the feeling out right now because this is embarrassing, and this is just the start of what we've experienced the last 3 years is where my mind goes immediately. No answers, no nothing, no pride, no impetus, no ideas, no nothing. I'm flabbergasted. I'm embarrassed. I'm angry. I just don't I just don't get it at this point. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
There's nothing to get, man.
Man, I just like and subscribe. Come in here and dance on our grave if you're not. Come in here and get fucking angry with us if you're not. But yeah, fraudulent up and down the lineup today. We're gonna get into it. Dal, are you all right? How you doing, man?
I'm fine. I'm just sending some FU emojis to a couple of my buddies on text message.
Bro, I'm getting lit up on text. Dude, I have 16 fucking text messages right now. 16.
Wow.
16.
Yeah,
all from United fans. Those are text messages, not WhatsApp. Those are text messages.
yeah.
I am gonna get absolutely cooked today. I'm on with Flawless later. I am cooked today.
Yeah. Well,
Cooked.
first thing I gotta say is big up the chat, of course.
Big up the chat, of course. Yes,
Thanks
man.
everybody for hanging out on this depressing day.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. Logic. Don't. No, we cannot just pick up and fucking move on after that. Oh my days, bro. Big up everybody in the chat. Sorry, Goonie. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I just don't. If we're so good defensively, why is it only our like two center backs? Like, why isn't it that? Why are we letting Bruno Fernandes and Patrick Dogu do dinky dinks in the final third? And big up Flawless. You got your 3 points today.
No, fuck United.
I'm cooked, man. Well, it is what it is to a point, but Daniel's right. 2 own goals, United score all 5. Hey, I put this squarely on Mikel Arteta. What are we doing in training? Sorry, I'm coughing a little bit. I was yelling at the television, when Kudo put that win.
Yeah.
But you know what? But when you're Eberechi Eze and you're running backwards and you stop and go like this and let your man run through, what do you expect? This midfield is not good defensively. Our center backs are good defensively, and I would say Timber is decent. Hincapié is all right. Calafiori's still learning his way. Miles Lewis-Skelly ain't it for me. I know there's difference of opinion in there. Oh, but he plays in the midfield. I don't give a flying fuck where he plays. He is not good enough for Arsenal, hence why he didn't even get a sniff today in a big game. So other than that, bro, I thought Zubimendi was off of it today. Couple of bad passes out of nowhere. Second again. I'm sorry, but I'm favoring Manchester City at this point in time, guys. I have to be. 4 points is fuck all in February. That means nothing. We've gotten 2 points out of 9. This is not a title-winning team. 2 points out of 9. The last 3 games. I mean, we could have drawn today, but no, our midfield decided to play so far up the line that it was like a G-string stuck up in Pam Anderson's ass. I mean, let's be real. you got to pull back, bro. I mean, and Dogu, we know he's going to shoot outside the box. We know these things, but I don't know at the end. That Gorger's touch at the end, yeah, but it was a foul. So,
well, it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. It just solidifies everything we've been saying. Sorry, go ahead, keep going because I'm going to go off.
I still think Gyökeres should have started today over Gabriel Jesus. I'm surprised to see him start. I don't think Gabriel Jesus did shit today, but do that stupid smile with them fucked up eyebrows and get mad at the ref. I don't know how this team's going to score goals from open play, guys. I don't see it. Like, it's not striker-centric like I've talked about before, right? Do I need to go onto the list of strikers? Big up, ER. Like,
Big up, ER. Gooner ER. It's been a while, my guy.
I know Bergkamp, Ian Wright. I mean, we are a striker.
All of those guys were there today, by the way. All those guys were there. They were all there.
Striker-centric club for decades. And now all of a sudden with this Spanish fraud in there, he wants to just have us loop balls in or play for the corners. You're right, ER. I've had enough. This is a defining game today of how bad we are defensively in midfield. Again, we're good. I think we're good in the back four. Is mistakes going to happen once in a while? Yes. That's kind of acceptable. Your back four will make mistakes when they're on the back foot. But defensively in midfield, we are too far up the pitch, hoping that they're going to make some sort of mistake, which they didn't make. We made today with that shit pass Zubamendi did. And I don't know what Saliba's doing at the back. When did it become Saliba dribbles the ball to the halfway line? When did this shit start?
Our RCB's we're playing very far up the pitch games. It's crazy. It was crazy.
Saliba, they could have scored when Saliba just let the ball roll through. We're lucky they didn't score 2 in the first half with Fernandez. If he had his shooting boots on today, it would have been peak, and we would have ran out of there 5-2 losers today. Sorry, I'm coughing. I'm so mad from yelling at the TV.
No, it's fine. I need to go off real quick. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I don't know defensively where this midfield stands, bro.
Defensively, I'm not even worried about it defensively, to be honest with you. And I have an echo coming in on your side a little bit. No. Defensively, I don't care. I'm gonna be so honest. We knew that we were gonna get hit on the counter, but 2 of those goals weren't. That's my biggest problem with this, is that we literally let them do what they wanted in the second half. And that first half was so fucking boring. I had to keep awake. I was getting distracted doing other doing other things on my computer. I was getting distracted. It was that fucking bad. It was that bad. And I was so excited about Gabriel Jesus starting this game because he was on form. He was actually looking like he could do something. But again, I need to listen to myself because it was against a dead Inter Milan team. What do I expect him to do against an actual Premier League competition? And not actual Premier League competition, one of our biggest rivals that are on the upswing, and we didn't look like we were up for it today at all. It was absolutely embarrassing. Up and down the fucking lineup. I blame Arteta. I blame David Raya. I blame all of those fucking players on the pitch today. Have to be embarrassed. All of our legends are there. The crowd is there. They're up for it. They're ready for you to go out there and actually make a stand and show that you're serious about winning this league. And what do? You go out there and lay a fucking stinker against one of our biggest rivals at home. We are never going to live this down because this is the beginning. Mark my words. This is the beginning of the end. And this is why I didn't say, and people get me shit about it and say, oh, TJ, you're a fucking fence sitter. This is why I don't say we're going to win the league. It's because in January, we fucking die. We go out there and we die. And that is my biggest problem. You can talk about the midfield. You can talk about our defense. You can talk about the attack. You can talk about whatever you want. We have a mentality problem at this club because when we start dropping points in January, it's over. It's done. Yep. We have the hardest time pulling out of these spirals, and that is on the manager, and that is on the leadership of this team, which is non-existent. What is Saka doing wearing the armband at all? He goes out there after Odegaard gets subbed, and we'll get into him, by the way. Bukayo Saka goes out there, he's wearing the armband, and he's out there playing fucking victim. He's fallen on the floor. He's not doing anything worth mentioning. He might as well not even been on the pitch today. I was surprised they kept him out there as long as they did. And we subbed off the only person in attack that was doing anything, which was Trossard, and put out Nani Madueke, who now I understand why Chelsea wanted to get rid of him. Now I understand. He was fucking embarrassing today. League 2 level performance. I couldn't believe it. And then he chases out the goal when it's 2-2. He has a chance to cut in. He lets the ball go out. And what happens? Big up Strasbourg C for the raid. What happens, Dow? They come down there and Cunha curls one in. What a fucking goal, by the way. And we're the guys 3 weeks ago making fun of these guys. And they come in and embarrass us. We have a huge problem at this club, and it starts with the manager and it fucking ends with the leadership and the players. I'm fuming. I can't believe I wasted my Saturday doing this, and now our fucking ops are dancing on our graves. And all you people that are like, oh, TJ, you're a Ted out, you should be happy. I am fuming. I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
I can't either. I can't.
If I see Martin Odegaard wearing the armband or Bukayo Saka wearing the armband next week, I have no belief because there's no leadership in either of them. They're both fucking victims. You know who isn't a victim? Gabriel. You know who isn't a victim? Declan Rice.
Right.
Those are the only two players that can walk out with their heads held high today. Bill Saliba, what the fuck was that? Awful game.
I didn't know he was a defensive mid, bro, bringing the ball up halfway. I couldn't caught out of position.
Well, and you know that's instruction too. But that chance, that chance, when you saw that chance, Capo's here. Fucking sorry, I'm losing my mind. Capo, I knew we were cooked, my guy, but Bill Saliba was sleepwalking and he just let Bruno walk in right behind him. I'm like, this is the mentality that we have when we have a one goal lead. From own goal, by the way, Owen Goal, our biggest striker.
Other guy will do it. Big up, Capo.
Yeah, big up, Capo. And
what up,
and we're gonna get into this. And by the way, I can't defend Zubamendi. I can't. Worst game I have ever seen him play. Period.
No, you shouldn't.
Unbelievable. I cannot believe that I defended this guy so much, and he goes out there and he
started good. Good point. Good point.
He had a good header.
He won his first header when they literally from the kickoff. He won his header against who was it, Dorgu, and I said, all right, we're starting on the right foot here. You know, we're winning our second chances, and then it was good to see him climb over Casemiro, which is not ever easy. You know, climbing over somebody like that with that fire that he has in his belly, and then after that, it was just downhill from there, man. But don't let me interrupt you, man. Keep it going.
No,
keep it going.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep it flowing, and you guys let's just get into it because
let out all the emotions
from back to front, it was just absolutely embarrassing today. Hincapié, bro, this is not the Bundesliga. You have to take care of the ball a lot better than you did. It was absolutely embarrassing today. Gabriel, no notes, whatever. Put the armband on him, and I don't want to see anybody else wearing it other than him or Declan Rice. They're the actual leaders on this club. They are the people that are actually directing folks around the pitch and showing that they have balls and not laying down and playing victim the entire time. Big up Declan Rice as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and say those guys were our performers today. Bill Saliba, what the fuck? That's all I have to say. What the fuck are you doing? Sleepwalking after that first goal. Might as well have taken him off the pitch. I'm dead serious. I could not believe what I was watching from him today. Timber, mediocre. I just, you see how much dynamicism he brings when he inverts in like that. But today it wasn't happening. You want to know why? Because he had to deal with Martin Odegaard,
right,
being the worst player on the pitch by a country fucking mile.
Don't put your energy into that anymore, guys. Guys, don't put your energy into
this guy must take sedatives before the match. I'm serious. He is so slow. And side to side passing vagina ball, as Mike Doss would put it. This guy is allergic to passing forward. Allergic. I couldn't believe it. There were lanes there for through passes into Gabriel Jesus, and what does he do? Pass it back to Declan Rice, who passes it back to fucking Gabriel, who passes it back to Raya, and we recycle. We do it over and over and over again. First half, we dominated possession. How many chances did we have? Zero from open play.
Yep.
I couldn't believe what I was watching, man. These guys are there to be gotten at, and you just pass back to the side, pass back. It's absolutely unbelievable to me that we cannot pass forward against one of the worst Manchester United teams in their Prem history. Second, against an interim manager who got fired from Middlesbrough.
Oof.
People, and we're going to hear excuses all week long. That's my biggest problem. We're going to hear excuses about, oh, well, it's only our third loss in the league. It was bound to happen.
It wasn't
you
bound to
and-
happen.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
We
Yes, it
laid-
was. Yes, it was, bro. When you get
we laid
Owen Goals
down
FC and you get
Well,
a piece of C,
yeah.
of course it is.
We laid down and we died, guys. We laid down and we died. Gabriel Jesus, nope. We don't have a striker. We don't have one. You
But
guys, everybody wants to talk about.
That's why we're looking at Alvarez.
Yeah. Well, I hope we bring him in. We don't have a backup right winger either. We don't have a backup 10 because we sent him to France. He goes first game.
15 minutes.
First 15 minutes, he bags and he shows
8 out of 10
Mikel Arteta, fuck you. You're gonna send me to France? You want to send me to Arsenal B? I'm gonna bag for deserving.
TJ, don't forget he replaced Mason Greenwood, their starting winger.
This will be here the rest of the season because justice for Ethan Nwaneri. Because if we're being honest, he's our best 10 and he's our best backup right winger, and we sent him out on loan. I'm done, man. I'm done. And you know what, Kaneki? Kaneki, you were 100% correct. You were 100% correct in what you said on the Yardman show last night. You said we were going to scam Own Goals, and that was exactly what we did. I'm just embarrassed, man. I'm just ranting now. I'm not making any sense. But the fact that we have to sit here and talk about this again in January, because Dal, guess what we were doing in February of 2023? Doing this exact same conversation. It's the same old story, same old song and dance.
Fuzzy's in the building.
Fuzzy's in the building. Fuzzy's on here freaking moonwalking on my grave. Kaneki's in here moonwalking on my grave. Freaking Daniel CFC, all those Chelsea losers going out there celebrating after beating a dead paper tiger and fucking
Gents, I don't know why you're so upset. I don't know why you're so upset. It's just a loss against our rivals, Manchester United. You know what I mean? We're still in the League Cup, we're still in the FA Cup, and we're top of the Champions League. So if we don't get the league, we're gonna win the other three. You know what I mean? That's just what people are gonna come up with now. So today, don't worry about it. We had an off day. It's not like we didn't have off days last year. You know, what are you guys worried about? What are you guys worried about? Stop your rant. Stop your rant. Stop talking shit. That's just everything that I keep on hearing is that you guys are so negative. You guys are this, you guys are that. And I said this on Saad's football corner. Big up Saad.
Big up
Saad.
Saad.
Ash was there, TK was there. First time I got to see Sammy on there, and I keep on looking over here because I got the TV going on and watching the highlights from the other games. Today's a snow day, and they just fucked up my snow day today.
Let me ask you, Papa, what
Arsenal literally pissed on my snowball today. My snow cone is pissed on today. Literally, dog. I swear to you, it is like 8 inches of snow.
Never eat yellow snow. Just
never,
throw that.
Never.
Yeah, somebody should tell Martin Odegaard to do that.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So, Papa,
This guy's a yellow snow merchant.
What do you think that Arsenal did right? And what did Man United do right?
I'm glad Dal is hosting the show because I'm done.
That's a good question.
You're the Johnny Carson. I'm the Ed McMahon. It's all good,
dude. I'm gone. Go ahead, Capo, man. Go ahead.
So what did both teams do right, Capo? What did both teams do right?
You know what? What did both teams do right? I only saw one team doing something right.
No. What did both teams do right? We got back into it 2-2, and we know what happened after that. But it was bad. But what did we do right? And I'm not trying to bring praise or talk with chest, but what did we do right? What little parts what players stood out for you, at least at Arsenal, that at least was doing something?
All right, so which question do you want me to answer first? Which question do you want me to answer first?
What did United do right that we did? What did United do right to get in the game, and what did we do right to at least do something?
Okay, Michael Carrick has a lot more trophies as a player than Mikel Arteta has when he played. You know, he knows what it is to win. He knows what it is to be in this environment. He knows what it is to play under pressure situations. And when you make forward runs, when you play forward, and when you pass forward, it is always going to be sideways, sorry, and safe football. And you can tell by the way Michael Carrick grew up as a player, and you can look at the way Arteta grew up as a player, and you take the two as managers, it's still in their DNA. Michael Carrick came out for be patient, let them have the ball. They're going to go ahead and try to ping us around. Don't even chase for it. Just keep your block, cut the passing lanes, and once we get the ball, we break. And that's exactly what they did. And to be honest with you, gentlemen, one of the things that stood out for me today was the fact that Mikel Arteta had the balls to go ahead and shake it up as much as he did with the 4 subs that came on. That to me was outstanding. That to me, I was like, Mikel Shakespeare. Oh my God, what a philosopher. Oh my goodness. He's a fucking pioneer. He's a pioneer. 4 subs at once. Just go, guns blazing, boys. That to me showed a little brass, but it was a little bit too late. It was a little bit too late. Once you bring in 4 players to try to go ahead and shock therapy our team, not just our team, the game, it's not going to click, man. It's not going to click. Eze hasn't been getting consistent game time.
Right.
Vicky, I'm calling him Vicky Gravitas until he shows me otherwise.
Victor
right? Because it's not Vicky.
Yeah.
Victor Gyökeres, yeah. Vicky Gravitas, because all he does is pull defenders in to have a wrestling match. I saw a proper MMA match last night. I saw a proper one last night. Gahey versus Pimbleton or whatever. Patty, whatever his name is, the Scouser.
Yep.
Bro, he was taking shots left and right, something that Gyökeres wouldn't be able to do. I'm sorry, gentlemen. What I saw from Man United was a calm and collective unit, and they knew how we played. And Michael Carrick knows here, on-field experience, knowing how, as a player and as a coach, Mikel Arteta is going to go ahead and come out to play for us. So what I saw from Mikel Shakespeare was the 4 subs, and then he's going to go ahead and put Nani Madueke in for the right wing. Right wing, and then have Saka come into the left wing, which I'm looking at it and I'm like, why are you bringing Nani in? He hasn't had a goal in 365 days. Okay, maybe he could provide an assist. Maybe he can, get in behind and win 10 corners. But realistically, gentlemen, if it's not for set piece FC, if it's not for Owen goals, as some of the gentlemen here like to put it, we don't have a plan B. We don't have a plan B. We don't have a plan C. And I mentioned this. I mentioned this earlier, TJ. I need to start calling some people out and literally raw calling people out, because it's either clickbait, it's either rage bait, or it's either let me go ahead and get people to like my stream and subscribers and
go ahead. I don't give a fuck on this channel.
Make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I haven't, bro. Every time I go on Mo's fucking channel, all I hear is every fucking 30 seconds is subscribe to my fucking channel, bro. Nobody wants to hear your fucking mental fucking diagnosis on football, bro. He's talking about, Arsenal's the only fucking team. He sounds like a fucking Terry Flowers. Literally. I'm
Arsenal,
over it,
everybody's obsessed with Arsenal, and they think they know, but they don't.
I'm letting it all out here.
No, go ahead. It's all yours,
all of
man.
a sudden, I'm in the fucking group chat with you guys. All you do is come on the fucking group chat and just put your meme stickers, and you don't talk ball. Nobody take you serious. So I'm going to start showing my fucking face. I'm going to start fucking spitting facts. You know why? I'm fucking sweating now. All right, let me put this thing a little closer. All right. You know why? Because I can't take you gentlemen serious. Not you here in this fucking podcast, but everybody else out there that has a fucking opinion to say about my fucking football club. I call this shit out early on. I don't just fucking jump on the fucking train whenever I want and then jump off whenever I fucking feel the need. You feel me? So do me a fucking favor. I don't go on TFT. I don't go on fucking Mo, because they are there as a propaganda. They are there as a telenovela. They are there to make sure that you come on to hear the beautiful fucking roses and smell the beautiful roses and the beautiful butterflies in the fucking sky, and you want to go catch them. Yeah, let's go catch the fucking butterfly. Do me a fucking favor. Shut the fuck up. There's no plan B, C, or D, Mo. There's no anything. There's nothing like that. All we have is plan A, which is 4-3-3 system, 2 pivots, and hope Martin Odegaard could go ahead and pluck something out of the sky. And if that doesn't work, we have set piece FC, and then it's consistent own goals. Guess what? I am a firm believer. Let me digress. I'm a firm believer of creating your own luck. And today, we didn't have really much else besides us playing the same exact way. Michael Carrick knew how we played. Positives for Michael Carrick. He went out there, boys. First half, we literally made them make 3 mistakes, and we capitalized on one of them. They're not coming in behind us and doing anything to us defensively. So keep it up. Guess what? Let's keep on playing our fucking game because they're not going to come out of this. Okay? For me, the first 10, 15 minutes of the second half, the first 10 minutes after the Dorgu screamer, and we're going to get into Zubimendi in very quick because he's number 2 on my list, right? But those first 10 minutes was crucial for us. And whatever Mikel Arteta said to the boys at halftime obviously didn't resonate because we let them have the ball for the first 5 minutes.
Yep.
I remember us literally in our own half. Yeah. And the only one that was pressuring is our captain, because that's what number 10s are known for now, pressuring. That's all they do is they know how to pressure, they know how to trigger the pressure. Oh yeah, come with me and pressure, but I can't fucking put a through ball or take a fucking shot or lose a man with my technical or my mental ability to go ahead and create an XG. Oh, that's all I'm asking for, bro. Create an XG, Odegaard, something. And that's why he got fucking hooked. So Listen, the last time Michael Carrick, or the last time Man United beat us, gentlemen, here's a little fucking funny stat for the stat merchants out there. No, I think it was actually when Michael Carrick was also an interim. If I'm mistaken, please call me out.
I think that's right.
I think Michael Carrick was
right after OGS got
Michael
sacked.
Carrick was an interim manager, and he had CR7 score a brace. He had CR7 score a brace, and that's how they beat us. That was the last time they beat us. So for us to go into this match after Man City's downfall, after looking at Man City and everybody's now focused on Man City, oh my God, the Sharks are little baby shark, right, all that shit. I'm sorry, bro. Stop looking at other people's lawn and start focusing on our lawn.
Right.
That is the problem that we have as a fan base. This is the problem we have as a club. I don't have a problem calling out good performances and bad performances, but when you come out today at home with 14 games unbeaten?
Yep.
Isn't that a funny number? 14.
Oh,
number
man,
14. Yeah, I'm gonna go there because neither Jesus or fucking Victor Gyökeres did anything for us today. They didn't.
Right.
So therefore, we're still playing with 10 men, and one of them has a number 14 on the back, which
Nketiah had first.
Nketiah had, and just number 14
time.
going back there.
Give him time.
No. I am going to give him time.
Give him time.
With all due respect, TJ, I am going to give the guy time because he just came in. It wasn't that hefty of a price tag for a forward. I don't know what the add-ons are, but I know that we paid 65 up front. I don't think he's going to hit any of his bonuses, and I need to put this fan a little higher, bro, because I'm just getting hot. But Colombia's coming out right now, bro. I'm sorry. I am so fucking pissed today that you cannot create some daylight between you and the dross that is Man City. You cannot create some daylight between you and Villa.
Right.
When it counts the most, you can't do it, bro. And then today, you go into this game, and I would have cheered for a point. I would have cheered for a Declan Rice or another set piece FC. I would have came out here with my chest out. Literally no hoodie, no tee, nothing. I would have came out with Harry Bear coming out, celebrating the point because it is the most. DVS, I swear to you, today I wanted to enjoy my snow day. I wanted to go out there with my kids and go ahead and say, you know what, Arsenal won today. Arsenal won today, and nothing else matters. Let's just go ahead in the snow. I'm shoveling the snow, breaking my back. And Arsenal won. Arsenal got the 3 points. I'm gonna leave it at that. I got some other pointers to go, but to answer your question, hopefully DVS, I did enough to go ahead and cover all fronts.
What
Hit
do
the
you
nail
got
on
now?
the head. What I was asking for is like, I know what we did wasn't good. It was bad. But I thought at the first 15, 20 minutes, I thought, okay, we were on top of them. I even text TJ. I even said, look, it's that 70-30% possession, right, that we talked about with Flawless yesterday. Like, and I kind of thought that might be a theme. But how soon I forget that we have Martin Odegaard? How soon do I forget that Bill Saliba had a stinker? How soon do I forget that Timber had a stinker, essentially? And how soon do I forget that we have Zubimendi trying to hold a back four that can be sus at times, right? And today was just a culmination. Guys, we've gotten 2 points out of 9. 2 points out of 9 in the last 3 matches, right? It's just, and I guess my question earlier was that how do we let those gaps between our midfield and our defense happen? Why did Cunha even get that opportunity? Right? He's just touch with the ball, far post around Gabriel.
We saw it against Man City.
You attack him, he's going to get dribbled around.
We saw it against Man City, and they did the same blueprint against us.
But we're not able to find those gaps. That's the problem I have. And that's why I think offensively, this midfield just ain't it. Defensively, it's not it. The midfield is caught on their heels game after game. TJ and even you, Koppa, we've talked about this. In transition, we are fucking awful.
We don't want to play transition. We don't want to play transition. We only play transition. We only play transition in the Champions League or in tournaments.
Rice can't be everywhere at once. Rice cannot be the left mid. He can't be the 6, and he can't be the right side creative mid either. He can't do it all. And it's on this manager to expect Declan Rice to be everything to everybody every single match. And he said it the other day after Forest when the lip readers came out, and he said it. For fuck's sake, every fucking time. He was quoted as saying that from the lip readers on the social media.
But nobody wants to point that out. Nobody wants to point that out.
Common sense ain't right. He's by himself out there, bro. And this is the thing. Why are we playing, like you even hit on it, Capo, why are we playing the same 4-3-3 game in and game out?
Wolves I don't have a problem with the 4-3-3.
At their patch had it figured out. Carrick had it figured out today. The 4-3-3 only works when you can get back in transition and defend. When any team's on the break, we are shit in transition. Our midfield is shit in getting back. Declan Rice gets back. He moves centrally in the middle on the transition, and the other 2 midfielders don't know where to go. Eze had no clue where to go on the Cunha goal. Trossard tried to save our bunions on the Dorgu goal. We can see him flying across the screen. But everything is just a half a second too late because we're waiting on the other guy to do the job. That has been our Arteta's theme forever. We're waiting on someone else to do the job instead of taking the fucking infidence ourselves and making shit happen. We're waiting on the next guy to do it. We're busy pointing at where they should go, where they need to be, and then everybody else, and then you go here. I'm just going to stand here and watch what the fuck happens and be reactive instead of proactive to what we need to do to stop these goals from happening. There was no reason for the Cunha goal to even exist. No reason. We had the draw for 3 freaking minutes, guys. 3 minutes it took them to get up the pitch, us to switch off, and for him to score. I'm sorry, that was a beautiful goal, right? At far post. 3 minutes for
going back to number 4
for 7 players to Seb Gabriel because he was isolated. 6 players to completely turn off within 3 minutes when we fought hard to get the draw. I mean, what does this manager have to do to get the other 2 midfielders to somewhat drop back? Zubimendi ain't it, bro. And you know, if we're gonna give Gyökeres time, like you said, there's a case to be made for Zubimendi as well, maybe. But the fact of the matter is, Carrick has managed 17 games total in the Premier League. 17 in all comps in the Prem for Michael Carrick. 17. And he had those players set up in power positions on the pitch, right? In important, impactful areas that we could not dominate in. So why are we too far up in midfield and we're never too far back? And if we are, then it doesn't matter anyway because we're getting tiki-taka through the middle. And that's what Dorgu's goal was.
No, Dorgu's goal was a prime example.
Your midfield
Dorgu's
so
goal
far up.
was a prime example of Zubimendi not sniffing out the danger. And
Right.
this is my other point, man. Zubimendi, I've been
That's good.
I've been an advocate for Zubimendi. I can see what he provides us. You know what I mean? Moving forward, collecting the ball, being tidy on the ball, and just keeping it ticking, right? He's like, I definitely don't want to make this comparison, but he is what Martin Odegaard does for us offensively, but defensively. And me, as a coach, and something that I instill in my players, right? I manage like 7 teams, bro. I've been so crazy busy, boys, which is why you haven't seen me, is because I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I understand the philosophy that I want, and it's the tiki-taka football, but keeping it tidy when it counts the most, and that is defensively. If we are defensively the best team in the league, how are we going to leak a goal like we just did on the first one? That is the only reason why they came back into the game, right? That's the only reason. You keep it tiki-taka, keep it safe. But guess what? That backwards pass from Zubimendi, you have to call it out, man. I thought, listen, I still think Zubimendi is going to be somebody that can, be effective in our team. But at the same time, I see that today, when it comes to power and pace, he doesn't have it. And that's something that I think transitionally from Spain to English Premier League, it's natural, right? Except Partey, he came in and he was just a fucking unit. So you can't compare the two. We saw Partey next to Declan Rice. It was great. He is the midfield general, right? Zubimendi is more of the midfield maestro. He's the one that can definitely give you a tackle, can definitely close you down and be, closing down spaces and stuff like that. But today, that goal just literally, that those string of passes are going into the middle. You don't just try to throw out a leg out there. And that was a bad pass by Bruno Fernandes, the rat face, to Dorgu. It was like choppy in the air. And he goes and he attacks the ball as if one of my U10 goes to attack the ball. Meaning he jumps in the air. And I'm just like, bro, if you know you can't get it, it's either the ball or the fucking man, but not both. And both went through, and it fell perfectly for Dorgu, which is honestly on a hype right now, because this is not the first banger that he scored, even though today's banger was outdid the other banger.
Second banger in 7 days.
And outdid the other banger. So for me, I'm looking at Zubimendi. He is literally stabbing at balls, stabbing at tackles. He's lost his marker more than once. He's chasing the ball around. He looked lost today. You know how kids these days do this, right? They do this shit, right? I want to go back to 2025, but 6'7", right? They say 6'7", but people don't realize what 6'7" means. 6'7" means that I don't care, whatever, right? But there was also an English saying back in the day where it's our defense or our midfields were at sixes and fucking sevens. Right. This motherfucker was at 6s and 7s today, bro. Yeah, he was at 6s and 7s today. I'm sorry. It was disgusting, his performance today. And I appreciate Zubi, I appreciate the Basque, but it wasn't Zubimendi today. Hey, TJ, DVS, you ever had a dog? You guys have pets?
I got a dog, yeah.
How old is your dog, TJ?
9.
9. How old is your dog, DVS?
Ours passed in 2020.
2020. So I'm sure you saw the later stages of his life.
Yeah.
Where he's pissing on himself. He's shitting inside the house. He's going on the couch. He don't give a fuck anymore. He's just like, I'm going to piss and shit anywhere. I'm going to shit on my bed and everything. I'm going through that right now with my dog. He's 16 years old. He was, listen, I love the kid, right? Charlie. But I get pissed off at him. I fucking still to this day yank him up by like, bro, you can't be doing this. But he has no idea. 6s and 7s. He's at 6s and 7s. It wasn't Zubimendi. It was Scooby and me today. Literally is what this fucking Zubimendi performance was today, bro. And you cannot have that kind of performance and expect to win a title. You know, I was listening to the commentator saying that, if you have Trossard as your left winger, last year, you can say you can't win the league with him. Well, what did he show us any different today? You know what I mean? He's been here for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
He's been here for at least 3 years. Zubimendi just came in. So there's something about me as a manager, as a coach, that I have to give players a way to figure it out for themselves. But I don't just blame Zubimendi. I just don't blame Zubimendi. I blame our manager, because he's giving them some sort of, hey, you're Basque, tú eres español. We have the same acento. We got a little fucking lift like the king used to have. Bro, bum all that shit, bro. There's nobody else that is going to come to the midfield and do a better job than Zubimendi can do right now. So we have to back him, unfortunately. Just like our striker situation. We're going to have to do the same fucking thing. So, yes, Zubimendi was at fault today, gentlemen. But going back to Saad's football corner, and I don't want to big people up, but I'm just bigging myself up because I've been calling this shit again and again. The only time that Arsenal is going, the only way we're going to get beat is if we beat ourselves, and today we beat ourselves.
Yeah,
so I'm fucking right again.
Today we beat ourselves, and you said it earlier, Capo, is that you said it was coming, and it was. Like, if we're being very, very honest with ourselves, the storm was coming, and we got absolutely whipped by it. I'm concerned about the lackadaisical nature, obviously, if that's a word, of our defensive posture today, but I don't think any of this happens if we start passing through the lines. I'm going to be so honest with you. If we had any sort of creativity in the midfield that didn't involve hospital passes back to the 6 and then back to the center backs and then recycling it over again, if we had any sort of vertical passing whatsoever, then we wouldn't be talking about this. And this is where I'm going to get on Mikel Arteta's case now. You continually play Martin Odegaard, who does not have any confidence or any form right now. This is the second game in a row where he's been yanked at halftime or a little bit past halftime because he wasn't doing shit. So why do you keep doing it? Like, and did Eze play well today? No, he didn't. But what do you expect when the game was going the way it was going? I'm going to be so honest with you. Like, we have to start taking risks. We have to start doing more in the final third to take, like, and look, I realize that we're going to give up possession of the ball when you take risks, but what team has ever won the Premier League that didn't take a risk? We literally are the most conservative Arsenal team I have seen under Mikel Arteta during his tenure, and today we are victims of that. And we were victims of it against Nottingham Forest. We were victims of it against Wolves, and we were victims of it against Liverpool. This is the problem, is that anybody who falls or takes risks or of giving away the ball outside and does anything outside of Mikel Arteta's system, they get benched. And this is a big problem for us because Goonie, you said your point is now resonating with me because we do not play in our strikers. Period. End of story. This club was built around the success of number 9s, and you can go up and down the list about that. We don't need to reiterate it. But we need to start reclaiming a little bit more of that identity. And I don't know what happened. Why do we have to do wing play all the fucking time? Why?
Right.
It's because our we do not have a 10. We have a box-to-box 8 that does not take risks. Martin Odegaard, I'm sorry, is not it. He's not it. Go out there and get me a creative midfielder that can actually do something. If you don't believe in the youth, here, go out there and give me somebody who can. Right. Because honestly, like, you've made it very clear that you don't trust Eberici Eze. Fine. Go out there and give me somebody else. Yeah. Because the fact that we are relying so much on our wingers, guys, the secret is out. People know how to play against us. Man United just showed the league how to beat us.
not
Right.
just Man United. Not just Man United.
Not
It
even
was also
Forest.
Nottingham Forest. Elliot Anderson popping an MO from the start, bro. I'm starting to see the MO with the O with the little slash. That's what Odegaard is. I'm starting to see the two dots. I'm starting to see the two dots on top of the O now, looking like Mesut Ozil all over again. And this is the problem. When you go ahead and put too much responsibility and too much trust into one player and they're not being challenged. I see Gabriel Jesus and Victor Gyökeres, Vicky Gravitas. I'm sorry, I stand corrected, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're competing for spots. You bring Nani Henry, like you said, Nani Henry. He came in as a supposed competition for Saka, right? He's happy to go ahead and bench, be benched to Saka. But then you're also going to throw in there for PR that he may play left wing. Who was playing left wing today when he came on? So let's be honest with ourselves. We have competition as striker. We have 4 strikers. If you want to go ahead and add Arafiori in there, he's the best striker that we have. He's the best player that we have in this, Arsenal team. But then you also have Martinelli, you have Trossard, and then you want to throw in the Nani Madueke, and maybe Eze might play left wing. So, of course, the boys are going to say, yo, now I got to compete against more players. That's why we are seeing the fruits with Martinelli playing cup competitions. And today I understood why Trossard played and started today's game. But for you to go ahead and bring in a player that has failed as a whatever you call it, I don't know what it is, a partnership with Chelsea, another Chelsea reject to come to us, and you think that they're going to do something different? I'm sorry, man. I'd rather have brought on Nelly. Nelly might not have done shit today. Deadass. He might not have done shit today just because Manchester United knew how to play us and they played us to a T. Right? Now, when you go ahead and dissected the game, right? Second half, we get back into the game, and there's some ball knowledge guys out there, right, that are saying that what the fuck is Marino gonna do when he comes on? I said on your stream a month and a half ago that Marino is our best finisher and he's our fox in the box and he's a better striker than what we have.
Yep.
And who the fuck scores the goal today to get us back into the game?
Yeah.
From midfield.
Right? I made fun. Oh, what is Marino gonna do? What is gonna be? He's gonna pull a rabbit out the hat. And he may not do it every day because he doesn't play as many minutes as everybody else. Do you feel me? So the fact that he got us back into the game, I thought from the bottom of my heart that we were going to end 2-2. And I was already saying, yo, we're good, 2-2, 1 point against Man U. They played us well. They hit us on the break. They took advantage. We shit the bed. It was our fault. But you know what? I'd be happy with a 2-2. But again, the play that got us to lose the game is the same exact pattern of play that Dorgu scored.
100%.
30 minutes later. 100%. And for us to not be able to pick that up because Marino was the first press. He went into Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes then laid it off to I believe it was Cunha. Rice got sucked in. And then Sesko, the player that we wanted, dragged Saliba because of his good run. It was a good run because it made Saliba actually follow Sesko instead of closing down Cunha. And I would fucking think that Big Gabby, our pivotal player, our best defender, our Lamborghini Ferrari, right? They call him the Ferrari. I would think being on the Seleção, I would think being a Brazilian cat, you know what the positives of the player in front of you in Cunha is, and you don't close him down, bro. You let him whip a shot and use you as a shield so that Raya has no chance.
Killer, man. He's an Arsenal killer.
Bro, I'm sorry. Listen, Cunha, you know what he was doing? You know what he did? He did one of these. He was making fun of our wobbly fucking knees. That's what he was making fun of. He wasn't surfing. He was making fun of our wobbly knees today.
I thought he was doing a samba or something.
No. He's a surfer. He's a surfer, in Rio and all that stuff. They play football on the beach. But he was doing all that because we were shaky today. Nothing today. If we would have came out with a point today, it was a point. It was a point rescued, dog. Right, it was a point rescued. Last game, it was a point earned. So where do we go from here? Where do we go? He got it. You're in the fucking chat too. Where do we go from here? Where do we go?
Our defensive line has no help from the midfield. That's why we're shaky. Because they're getting balls inside in the gaps between the midfield and the defensive four. It's like there's no concentration on being in the in impactful positions on the pitch. It's always back to goal. The player gets a foot in front of us, gets the ball. We're always a step behind. Declan Rice is supposed to do everything. Like, that's why that goal was scored, because our defensive midfielders didn't have the knowledge to get back and actually defend a little bit. It was, like you said, swinging the foot at Dogu. Cunha's going to score those against anybody who leaves them open, regardless if it's Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. He's going to score those all day long against Arsenal, right? Against anybody. It's not just us that he's going to score goals against that, but it is on us to not compact the middle more, give some actual support to the back four in crucial situations, and not look for that little dig ball that we're going to counterattack on. But like TJ said, all it does is go to the wing anyway. It's so fucking predictable. We get the ball to the halfway line, and we dish it out to Saka, who has to run, 10 yards towards the box. And by that time, the defense is already set. Casemiro's already set. Fernandez and Mainu are already set. Right? By the time, at times today, it was too slow in delivering the ball.
We're always too slow. We're
always too slow.
And guess what? I can call out 3 plays that Inter Milan had where we got lucky and we didn't get schooled on. Today was the same exact thing. We had those 2 Saliba chances where I was like, bro, he could put on the jets on and recover real quick. His recovery is amazing. But at the end of the day, it's like, why are we actually even seeing that against our defense? We should be a lot more solid. There was no communication. Cunha said it all with that. It's all here. We didn't have pressure against Inter Milan. And this is something that I said during the week. We always shoot ourselves in the foot, and it's because of us that we don't step up. It's because of us, bro. And if I see the same thing happening, not just with the team, we have a brand new second team now that we can play anywhere for the start for anybody the team. There's the same constant here, and from what I saw, the boys coming out in the second half is that we were complacent. We were ready to go for a 1-1 draw and keep it instead of losing. And I said it again. I'm not the oracle, bro, but the rice is in the pudding. Who's in the pudding? Rice? Is it rice or is it white rice pudding? What's going on here? Rice you pudding. Fucking see this. You see this. Bro. You see this. You see this. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Right. This has been coming. And I'm glad we got a smack in the face because, again, it comes to the January, February, March fixtures where we start losing points. And today, number 14 of being unbeaten, it comes to bite us in the ass again.
Yeah,
comes to bite us in the ass again. Listen,
death taxes, and losing matches in January with this club. I swear to God, and we're on our way to doing the Buffalo Bills dance here by the end.
And we said that at the beginning of the season on our first show, TJ. Yeah, we'll be competitive at times, but at the end of the day, it's a whole different season for us come January.
Dude, I swear to God,
completely resets.
The calendar flips, and we just.
So does our mentality.
I just don't get it, man. And look, we don't have time for trips to Dubai and hanging out with Salt Bay and all this bullshit.
Runner-up mentality. That's what it is. Runner-up mentality.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And Goonie, I know you got to go, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up because I got to get ready.
Listen, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it with my fifth point real quick because you already know GK Union all day. GK Union. I think Lamens played amazing today, bro.
He was great today.
He came out for all the crosses, punching positively instead of Raya swatted one, hoping for something. That Saka goal, not an easy shot to save on front post. Yep. He was going to his right, and then he last second sees that shot where he saved it.
Lamens was very good today.
Lamens was tidy. You gotta give it to them. Maguire, I've never seen Big Gabby get thrown around like Maguire threw Gabby today. I didn't think it was in his locker, Maguire, honestly. I don't like that. I don't like the little guy, but was it Martinez?
Yeah. Lissandro.
He looked good today.
Unfortunately,
Luke Shaw punching Gabriel Jesus in the side.
Yeah. But we were all at that point. We're all hoping it's a red card, right? Because it's happened before. At the end of the day, they came out to play us. They got into our head. Even Casemiro was smiling and telling Dorgu, "Enjoy this goal. Enjoy this. You're never gonna remember this shit again." That's like saying, "Yo, I'm checked out, but I'm still taking a piss in your snow cone." So again, going back to the snow, sayings, I'm gonna go shovel some snow and hope that I can have Arteta right underneath that fucking snow because it's coming back, boys. It's coming back. You heard the fans today in the ground. They're not happy. They were cheering. They were jeering. They were whistling.
Biting their nails.
I just literally don't want to come out with a League Cup.
There's no confidence. But there's no confidence in the manager. There really isn't.
I can't come out with just one League Cup.
Shout out the fans showing up at the Emirates. They're showing up, but they're on sixes and sevens and tooth and nails because there's no confidence. And it goes back to, again, like you touched on before, TJ, we were a striker-centric club, and none of that's been shown. None of that has come to fruition with this manager. And it's like we got to go back in history a bit to learn Arteta needs to learn from our history, find and use what works under Wenger, George Graham, or whatever, and then make it do something, right? So I'm disgusted at our display today, especially in the second half. I thought the first 20 minutes was decent. It was okay.
First 20 minutes was decent, but it's all foreplay, bro. It's all you get the chicken.
First 20 minutes was a chess match. It's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. You want to go check to make sure that there's nothing bulging out there. You know what I mean? You want to throw your hand
mad feeling around. No fucking touching, man. No penetration, bro. Big up Dal, big up Football Capo, big up everybody in the chat.
Big up everybody in the chat.
Disgusted, I think, but we'll be back obviously for a match. What's our next fucking match? Is it Carabao? Who cares? Jesus Christ.
We got Chelsea coming up, I think, in a week or two.
Yeah, we got. Hold on. I think because we got Leeds away next week.
Okay.
And then we have. I just didn't know if we had a midweek game this week.
Boy, today was the game.
Remember. Yeah,
today was the game to set.
Yeah, we got Kairat. We got Kairat. We're gonna play our fucking B team. Yeah.
Today, right, Capo. Today was the day to make a statement. Even the Liverpool game was a statement game. Forest, you could say, was a statement game.
Hey, just like the three chances that we let off and we got lucky with today, right? Because Bruno was at the end of both of them. We should have capitalized and been 12 points, 11 points, 10 points clear 3 fucking times. And this is why I don't get giddy. This is why I keep my powder dry. This is why I don't go ahead and create a fucking channel out of nowhere and say, "Oh, I'm super positive, this and that." No, bro.
4 points. We're 7 points clear in November. Everybody,
we're winning the fucking quadruple.
We're winning the league.
We're winning the quadruple. We're out on Rumble. We're out on Twitch. We're out on TikTok. And at the end of the day, you still have to show your face on all those streams,
right?
And you're going to end up with pissed ice cream, right? Pissed
Oh,
fucking
God.
snowflakes all over the place. With that said, let me get the fuck out of here, bro. The
Big
snowball
ups, guys.
analogies, I'm
The
tired.
snowball
I'm
analogies are
tired.
absolutely crazy. We're gonna redirect you over to Strasburg Steve, who's doing a watch along.
Strasburgo.
Go Broncos, please, for the love of God, don't
Yes.
make this into a
Go
horrible
Broncos.
day
Go
for me.
Seahawks. Let's get a Broncos
Jesus
Seahawks.
Christ.
Yo,
Super
smash the
Bowl.
likes on this bitch. Smash the
the
likes on this bitch.
Smash
please.
the likes on the video. Leave a comment on the video. We'll be live. I don't know if we're doing a match reaction for Kyrat, but we'll definitely do a match reaction for Leeds.
Guy at the
Until
6-7.
next time, for the love of God, don't do this to me again, Arsenal. Fuck.